What up? So first, stay tuned till the end of this vlog. Me and Kara will have a very special announcement that I think a lot of people are going to be excited about. We're very excited about it. I think I'll say that later on in the vlog too, but I just wanted to say this in the beginning really quick. There's a special announcement at the end, so stay tuned. So how goes it? It's a beautiful Sunday afternoon in Colorado, Palmer Lake to be specific, because that's where we live. And I'm chilling in my kind of makeshift office. I mean, there's like our computers and desk. It's really messy over there and stuff, and a little bit of artwork behind me. But I'm sitting on my sweet Pier One beanbag. It's really comfortable and really big. But anyways, so in this vlog, I wanted to take a little bit of time. I mean, it may be kind of a short vlog, and it might be maybe not the most exciting vlogs of all of them, but it's important to document the steps we take along the way to build our business that we're trying to build, that we're starting up. And you may have seen some things here and there around, that we've done, trying to build a portfolio and get things started. But this is going to kind of talk about a little bit on how we are going to raise money, because we need to buy some things, like specifically, I'd like to get a more professional drone, um, like a Phantom 4. And so, in order to do that, we're taking a lesson from Gary Vaynerchuk, or Gary V, as I like to refer to him because it's much shorter and easier to say, to flip stuff, I guess. And in this case, we're starting with things that we already own. So I mean, it's still flipping, but it's not quite the same as going out and purchasing something and then turning around and selling it for more, which is to me what flipping is. But Gary, just to touch on that, has suggested that if you want to make money, rather than complain and, that you can't find an investor or somebody to invest in your company, or you don't have like a rich father to, and, give you millions of dollars, that you can sell stuff, and in his lessons, you can go to, like thrift stores, garage sales, and buy stuff. I mean, sometimes, like, just for instance, at the garage sales, you can get a box of magazines for $1 sometimes, and you can, no BS, you can sell these magazines, especially if they're like guitar or fashion or something that, people still want to read years later, and you can sell them for $2 or $3 a piece on eBay. Now you might be saying, like, why would I care about $2 or $3? But 30 magazines at $2 a piece is $60, and you paid $1 for it, and it just took a little bit of your time to, you know, scan them, and that's what I do. It's really easy to scan the barcode if it has one. So like if it's a PlayStation game or something on eBay, in the search, scan it. It'll tell you what's already being sold. You can filter by what's already been sold and see what is actually selling for, not just what people are listing it for, and get a good idea of, like, sometimes if it's something popular, there'll be 10 items that is sold that day that, they're all pretty close in price. And a lot of times, if it's yours is in good condition, yours will sell too. So it's not real hard. There's a lot of people that have made lots of money doing it. They kind of do it as their whole job, flipping stuff. They sell on eBay and Amazon and stuff like that. And you go out, and even some of these people will go to like Marshalls or Ross, and or like a thrift store, and they will scan the barcode and see how much it's going for on eBay, and if it's going for $20, or if it's going for even $10, and you can buy it for 5 at the store, that's $5 that you made. And I know Gary Vee does this himself, and just for fun, it's something he likes doing. But there's people that, I mean, he had a guy on a video the other day, which I'll link to the video below. He uh, he made up 14 million something dollars or something like that. I mean, I'm paraphrasing because I don't remember exactly, but started out small and didn't have a lot of money, and went out and bought a couple things and flipped them and took the money from that and bought more, and just kept going and going and going and just kept raising money. So, with all that being said, I'm going to take a lesson from Gary Vee, or Cara and I both are, and in order to raise money for some business capital, we are going to sell some of our stuff. And I mean, of course, some of it's stuff that we're totally okay with getting rid of. Some of it is things that I would rather not if I didn't have to, but I mean, we're serious about getting this thing started, like we've stopped watching TV and playing video games and doing things that really just waste your time, and we've put that time into the business. Anytime that we're not working on our day job, it's going towards the business and trying to figure out how we can build this business. And so this is going to be one of the big steps, excuse me, that, will help raise money so it gets us to the next step. And also we'll kind of, declutter our house a little bit. And, also, something I've learned a little bit, it kind of teaches you to appreciate some of the things that you have, because when you get down to starting to sell it, you're like, oh no, what am I going to do without my stuff? And then at the same time, with that being said, it makes you realize how much it's really just stuff. It's not something that some of this stuff especially is not stuff we use every single day. It's just you just like to have stuff. I mean, everybody does. I know everybody likes to have stuff, and over time you accumulate a lot of it. And as much as I, think that I'm going to be able to be a everything in the world, you just don't have time for it all the time, especially when you're trying to raise a family and start a business. So anyways, I wanted to take you just a little bit and show you around just a little bit of stuff that we've already gathered. I mean, there's still a ton of stuff back in a little storage area that we have that we're going to pull out and add to it. But, we just find things around the house. And again, like I said already, scan it or look it up on eBay, see what it's going for, and post it to eBay, and then post it to Craigslist or post it to Facebook if it's something I think will sell there, and make a couple bucks or more. Some things are worth even more than a couple bucks profit. But let me just take you into the little closet that we have right now and show you. Okay, so in the closet, you can see behind me a little bit there, that's some of the stuff that I already have gathered. There's like, somebody flip the camera around here. So just a couple of little, whoops, I tripped over something. One of the things that's for sale, actually, it's a music stand. But, so we got some PlayStation games over here, and, just little things. Some of this stuff, like these little planets, are still in the package, so I figured that would go. There's some comic books in this box here, some, like, guitar accessories and different things like that. Like a little poster. I mean, even I got my PlayStation 3, which is kind of sad, but I don't really use it that much, and it'll go for some money, And there's a little weird dragon thing that I don't know we use for Halloween decorations, and some of this stuff, like this guy, is pretty cool. This is a good example of something that you guys may have laying up in your attic, or your family members or somebody may have that they're willing to give to you if you're willing to part with. It's an old reel-to-reel. Like, I'm pretty sure it still works too. I don't know if that tape's any good or if you can actually listen to what's on it, but I think this is super rad. Honestly, I don't really necessarily want to get rid of it, but like I said, we're trying to, get money raised so that we can start this business. This is another old school, it's like a slide projector, and there's some 8 tracks in here. There's another case of 8 tracks here. So, just a couple of things to, I don't know, they will raise some money. Like the PlayStation, I mean, of course, I didn't spend any money on it like recently. I've had that for a couple of years, but it could probably still go for $100 if you have a good working PlayStation. Mine's kind of freezing up now and then, so I'm probably going to sell it for half that. But here, let me flip. I know it just kind of looks like a pile of junk right now, but there's some craft supplies that are over here, and like a little bit of artwork, and some tchotchkes that are underneath here. Like, in those boxes, there's some art supplies, like I don't, like this says painting box or whatever. So there's like acrylic paints and like nice stuff she had to buy for college, glass sculpting stuff, glass making, art, glass blowing, stuff like that. I mean, even this guy over here, it's an air purifier that, like I got from family whenever, we were cleaning stuff out of their house. And I think brand new, that thing's like $200, and we could probably sell it for $40 or $50. Who knows? That's $40 or $50 that I don't have, and this thing's just sitting here on the ground. And over the years, even as I've had good jobs at certain places, like we bought quite a bit of junk here and there, and some of it, like we're just storing it in a closet and not even using it. And maybe I'll take some of this profit from these guys and go out and buy more stuff to flip, because the idea here is to raise enough money at least to buy the drone at first, because like once we get the drone, the more professional drone, now that I'm certified, ding, we can start doing paying jobs with the drone, which is going to be freaking awesome. But definitely it's going to be a necessary tool in the media production that we're trying to start. So I think that pretty much sums up what we're doing with the flip side of the business. One thing I meant to say way in the beginning and I completely forgot was that, in this vlog, we kind of have a special announcement that Cara and I want to make, and I want to bring her in, or at least go out and find her so that we can announce it together. But I know it's gonna excite a lot of people, and I know we're excited about it, and we're definitely working towards. I mean, that's part of the reason that we're raising money, I guess you would say. And so I don't know really what's next. I didn't have a whole lot of plans for this vlog. I just know that I needed to start documenting things about the business. And although this doesn't really have anything to do with like a specific job for the business, or, um, it's not really anything that, other than, I mean, I guess it does. It does. It's just that this part we're still starting out, still building our portfolio, still building a team, and so we need to raise some capital. We need to start making some moves, and I think it's also kind of, I don't know, like therapeutic, and also like it really puts things into perspective. That's what I'm trying to say. When you start like looking at your stuff that you've held on to for all this time, and you think you need it, but you realize, especially as it starts selling, and already there's so two things. One that, I mean, that aren't in the room. One that I mean I'll put up right here is some speakers that I had, some giant like four speakers, right? I mean, obviously, I'm putting them up. So they sold already last night, and that made me a pretty penny. That was something that I obviously didn't want to sell, but they're big and heavy, and we aren't currently using them. I used them at my last house, but we don't really need them anymore. They're kind of loud. And another thing that I can't believe I forgot to say up until now is that I'm gonna sell the Harley, which I don't know if a lot of you know that yet, but I have a Harley. I love it. It's one of my favorite toys that I've ever had. I got it thanks to Kara for my 30th birthday. I'll put a picture of that here. But like I said, we're serious. We wanna save up this money. We wanna build this business, and I can always, later, once things get more stable and we start making millions of bucks or whatever, we can buy another Harley. I can buy another PlayStation. I can buy more teddy bears or toys or whatever the hell it is that I think I need. But in order to get there, we have to make some sacrifices, and so that means, in this case, the bike is one of them. Whatever, I'm okay with doing it. I know that, especially probably in the near future, I'm going to replace it with a dirt bike, because they're a little bit cheaper, and it's, I don't know. I've just been wanting to ride on dirt, especially since we moved to Colorado. I love the Harley. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just willing to make that sacrifice now because I really want to start this business. I really want to build this business. So that's been the name of the game. I don't know how many times I've said business this vlog already, but I guess now what I'm gonna do is go find Kara. Totally random and not important, but I just wanted to say, man, it's like a super nice day out here. Like, it's so pretty. I don't know if you can tell that on camera. Not really. I'm trying to adjust the... So nice. It's really pretty out here, Palmer Lake. Anyways, that was random, but hey,
Hey,
look who it is.
it's me.
And Sleepy Baby. Because we can't put her down right now without her freaking out. So we'll just leave her in the arms. It's okay. She can be in the vlog. Say hi, Bobby.
Hey.
Okay. So anyways, this is pretty much the end because I've already talked you guys' ear off this entire vlog. But we have a special announcement. Do you wanna take the honors?
Sure, we're moving back to Texas.
We're moving back to Texas.
Yay!
I know there's gonna be a lot of people in Texas that are gonna be super stoked to hear that. Probably not the couple people we know up here already in Colorado. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
We're gonna miss you guys, but we just feel like it's best to have little Bobby near her cousins and her family, her grandparents. Well, part of her grandparents, because part of her grandparents are up here too. So as much as we love Colorado, and we're gonna miss this beautiful view that's behind us, it's not all about views. Sometimes it's what's important for the family, and I think we both think that it's going to be a lot better for the business and for the family and just all around. I mean, don't get me wrong, we are not looking forward to going back to that hot state, but
especially when we're moving, because we're moving at the end of July. I don't think we said that yet.
Oh yeah.
So we'll be there for August, the worst month ever.
But
Yay.
oh well. I mean, like I said, it's gonna be for the best. That's what you say. I can't talk for some reason, but I guess that's a good point to end on this vlog. So there'll probably be more vlogs coming because that's part of the reason, as you've seen through this entire vlog, why we're selling some of our stuff, because we're raising money for the business, we're raising money for the move to Texas, and we're trying to declutter so we don't have to carry so much of this crap back with us. So anyways, that's all for now. Peace and love, everyone.
See you in 6 weeks, Texas. Bye.
Say bye, Bobby.
Bye.
What up? So today is kind of